Heedle-i-dum-dee-diddle-di-dum-do, 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 he-heddle-heedle-heddle-heddle-hi-dum-do. Where are we the day, bairns?
In the market.
We're at the Solsgirth Market Farm and we have found this contraption right here.
Yeah.
Do we know what it's called?
No.
What about if we ask this nice man right here, what do we call this invention?
This is a shaving horse.
A shaving horse. So I presume you do some shaving with it then? Would you like to demonstrate how you shave for us?
Feet on pedals.
Feet on the pedals, right, let's get that.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a bit like a bicycle then? Without a chain?
Yeah, and you don't go far.
You don't go very far.
I think I could do this.
Well, we'll give you a go. Let's see how the man does it.
This has been cleaved, split on there.
Oh, right. Could you show us the splitting tip? Let's get it from the start. Let's get the whole process here. So what's this bit called?
This is called a fro.
A what?
A fro.
A fro.
It sits on here loose in case I get stuck.
So it's a sort of like a blunt axe?
Yeah,
or blunt or an
sharp.
opposite way round axe, right?
Never hit this with metal, otherwise it'll shatter.
Yeah.
Like temper. Take a log, would have been a bit quicker than this. Put this in here. Put that on there.
All right.
And then the application of
Wadoosh.
Whoa.
Wow, and why is it we're doing this?
Splitting it so that the grain is following the shape of the wood.
We can see that there, and does that add to the strength?
Yes, yeah, this means that it won't split, it won't have short grain. If you turn it on a lathe, it could have short grain and split.
Excellent.
What exactly are these wooden poles for?
These are, I shouldn't talk with my mouth full, but these are for holding beams together.
Oh.
So they're like dowels?
Yes.
Excellent.
And tapered and waxed.
Wow.
Here we go.
Right, let's see this machine working away.
That's where you check them for size.
I'm excited to... Oh, right, so we've got a little size checker there, so you can see as you're going what size you're needing.
And it's also cunningly designed to fit a cup of coffee in there.
Oh, perfect.
And
Got to have the coffee holder.
Yeah, so here we go. Yes, sir. I'm just doing a little demo. Do you want to watch? Okay, so sharp edge, fingers on, thumbs, draw here, press with the feet.
Oh, wow. That's taken a lot off there.
And then once I've got that edge roughly that size, I get that a little bit sharper. So check that for size, okay?
Yeah.
Spin it over. Work on this edge. Work on the sharp edge first. Thumb control to adjust the blade.
Got ya. And what do you think of this, William? Do you think you could do this?
Try.
You think you could try?
Right then, you're
going to give it a go?
Aye.
Oh, wow. Let's see this then. Let's see this.
You must remember to press with this.
All right, get your feet right.
Put that in there. Push, that's trapped it. Blade. Keep the sharp edge down. Just draw it gently towards you. Push, keep pushing. Don't bend too near, stay like this. Keep back. Otherwise you might see your breakfast.
Nice technique. Well,
if you find you've got a little sticker there, don't stress with it. Just move this around. Just don't push, move it around a bit. Press on there. And then come around the side a bit. That's it, yeah, that's it.
there you go.
That's it, you get it maybe a little bit.
A bit flatter. You're going too high. You're a bit flatter.
Like that.
That's it.
And stay straight back and use your forearms.
Like this.
Yeah, use your forearms rather than your body.
And keep it flatter though. Don't turn it up at the end.
That's it. So
There you go.
Another 30-40 hours, you'll be fine.
So you reckon that's how long it would take you to kind of get the hang of it, to get them?
Actually, people can get it really quickly.
Oh, can they?
Yeah. Give me another hour.
We'll be getting right into it.
Perfect, yeah.
So how many of these would you make in a day when you're working away?
Make about 10 an hour.
10 an hour, and an 8-hour day, so you're talking maybe 80 if you're lucky.
I can't stand the days where I think.
No, so a day's work of this would be quite difficult to maintain.
Very good for Zen practice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got it. You got it.
And so this is what would be a pretty traditional style
Absolutely, yeah.
tool for doing
it's been
it?
modified slightly, but this basic concept, somebody from the medieval period
Would recognise this?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Except we've got Aussie screws.
Because we see today that all the techniques have completely changed. And a lot of people don't do it this way anymore. So this
No, the
is...
problem is you can't really do these any other way.
Oh, really?
No, because you want the straight grain, and you want it tapered,
Yeah.
and you want it smooth. So to make that on the machine, it would be like a lathe.
Right.
You would end up with short grain.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you turned a piece of wood,
Yeah, so it's turning it instead of coming up and down it.
if you turned a bit of wood round here, you'd have what's called short grain, and it would split. It wouldn't split. This doesn't split. It would follow the hole.
Yeah, yeah. So how did you get into doing this sort of thing then?
I started restoring pine furniture.
Ah, so this will be what's over here if you
Yes,
want to
yeah,
come
yeah,
and show us.
And then in there,
So what have we got here? So this is the kind of stuff that maybe you started off doing
yeah.
here?
Well, this is reclaimed pine.
Reclaimed pine, yeah.
In the 80s, 90s, we got a lot of Dutch elm. So
And that's because in Britain we had something called Dutch elm disease,
Yes,
is that correct?
yeah,
So there was
yeah.
a lot of this wood going about?
correct, yep. And there was nothing wrong with the actual wood. The beetles in the bark.
Oh, right.
And
I did wonder that. I thought, how could you use them if they're diseased?
Well, it's just in the bark, so you
In
strip
the
the bark
bark,
off. And,
right.
and also, by the time you've got it, the tree's dead.
And is that the same stuff here?
Yeah, that's
so I've always seen that. So that is Dutch elm, because the
Yeah.
patterns on it are
Yeah.
incredible.
Awesome. Yeah. Here's a wee store that we made earlier.
Oh, wow.
You can see these legs were made on that.
On that machine?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought you were making to start with, was the
Yeah,
legs,
no.
but they're actually dowels.
Yeah. Well, these are dowels used in jobs like this.
All right.
Where they'll go through the joints.
Now, we've got a house, or my aunt used to have a house that had a porch very much like that from the 1800s.
Yes.
But that's a sort of
modern.
modern build of a...
Yeah, but it's a traditional way of making it.
Wow, that looks amazing.
This is a naturally grown bent tree, and it's scribed to fit.
Wow. And you did this all by hand then?
Yes.
That is absolutely magnificent.
That's in Solsgirth Estate, which is about...
Oh, is it? Just down the road?
About a mile away.
Oh, even better. And this one I really like the look of as well, because we recently built a pergola, but it was nothing like the scale of this one.
Now, this came from a jute mill in Dundee, and a jute mill was 1835 or thereabouts.
And that's what Dundee was famous for, wasn't it?
Yep, and I was lucky enough to get all the metal brackets as well.
Oh, wow, so they're original parts on it as well.
Yeah,
That is quite magnificent.
and this is a latest concept. This is what's called a living room.
That is, I mean, the shape of it, everything. Greenhouses are usually quite functional. This has got a real artistry about it, doesn't it?
The idea is that we've got a living area and a growing area, and that.
Oh, wow. Now, I could live in there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need anything else.
No,
That
we
would
call
do
it the living room.
the living room.
Yeah,
You can
live-
see
live in.
why. The
And-
live-in room.
Yeah, that is the view from there when you're having a gin and tonic.
Wow. I mean, that is pretty incredible. What do you think, Chloe? Imagine you had a greenhouse like this in your house.
I love it.
And this is called the
In room.
live-in room, not the living
It's on
room.
Facebook.
Oh, well, we'll be looking that
I
up.
love that.
Give me the keys, what they'll do, just open the door and shut it.
And just look at this. Oh, so is that it getting built?
Yeah, and this is the use of those pegs. They go through these joints here, here, and here, here.
So no screws, no nothing?
No.
Just pure wood, start to finish.
Yep.
It's a real art, isn't it?
Same. So we put metal ones through first,
Uh-huh.
and then when we're finished, put the wooden ones.
Replace
That's
the
it.
wood ones in.
Yeah. That's the same mallet.
Wonderful.
This is the pergola that went into.
Now that's a rather fancy one as well.
Yeah.
I love it. It looks kind of Japanese style, that
Yeah,
one.
almost. Yeah. And here's my scratch and sniff business card.
Oh, let's have a little look at that. Those are lovely. If anyone's watching, you can go and check that out.
And also at Facebook.
On the Facebook page, I'll be checking that out and
Yep.
giving it a wee like when we get home. I'll just have a
can
wee
have that.
look at your... Oh, I'll take that one with me.
It's cedar. That's scratch and sniff.
And we'll have a wee look here.
How you doing, guys? Just check out how much it's coming on. Don't jam too much. Right, it's coming on quite well. Come on.
Hey, you look like you've been doing this all your life, laddie. See, we've been testing them out with the tools recently. We've been working up to the power tools. He chopped all the shelves for our house.
Yeah, keep your eye on it. Always watch. Keep your eye where the blade is all the time. No matter what you're doing. Any tool you've got a sharp edge, keep your eye on it.
Yeah, this video friends.
It's a discipline. And I might have a customer here. So.
Oh, excellent. On you go, Philip. We'll make our way around some more of the stalls, shall we, William? Yeah, you had fun. We'll be back next month, so we'll come and have another go then, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right, will we go around and see Hamish?
Yes.
Right, come on then.
Oh my goodness. I just sat there.
So,
I was in the zone for some reason.
Oh, right, so look, we can go down here and in the back door, I think. So this is the Solsgirth Market Farm. We'll have a look up here on the board. Chloe, come and see this. This is all the pollinators. Check it out. I didn't know all these animals could be pollinators, did you?
Yeah, of course they can.
So what have we got here? Come and tell us a bit about this. Oh, we've got red and white clover. We've got some woodland wildlife. We've got the hedges. Oh, right. So look up here. This tells us a bit about the farm. William. William. All right, I'll read it there. Until 2019, the farm was an intensive dairy farm, milking 300 cows. You carry on. On zero grazing system.
Which means that the cows stayed indoors and grass and silage were brought to them. Many years ago, before the dairy, the farm was mixed in herbal livestock and be owned by the Alexander family who ran Alexander buses.
Oh, I know the
They used a
Alexander
large
buses.
grain shed as a bus garage.
So we've got lots of stuff here. Right, well, we'll go in and see our pal Hamish and his sticks.
Aye.
Come on then. The Solsgirth Market Farm. Come and check this out. These look awesome. I love these. Chloe, come and look at the miniature garden type ones. They look fantastic, don't they? Right, now what did Dad get today? He got a new
stick.
A new stick. And we got it over here, didn't we? Well, we'll come and have a wee look. So what have we got over here, Hamish? A what horn?
A ram.
So the ram's horn, there's a wee bit called the ram's horn just down the road here.
Yes, I know, but this
Just
is
at the end of the road.
this is an actual ram.
A real ram's
A
horn.
real ram's horn.
And that looks massive to me, that one. Is that quite big?
No, that's normal.
Just a bit of normal size?
This gets cut off because if you squeeze that, it folds.
Right.
So it's no use. So you cut it
So
off.
you've got to go
there.
through where it's solid then?
Not quite solid. You can cope with a hole about that size.
Right.
And squeeze it. It'll squeeze in round.
Right.
And then what I do is I've got an old tea urn.
Tea urn?
Aye. And
Right.
I boil 4 horns at a time on a string.
Oh,
So
wow.
you can lift them out one at a time.
All right. Well, there you
And
go.
then flatten, and then you flatten them.
So that's the techniques that you figure out over all the years of doing it yourself, eh?
Just a bit of common sense, aye.
Aye.
And then you get down to something like this.
Oh, aye, so that comes down to something about that size.
Well, it takes a lot of filing to get to that size. Depends on the horn. Because if you're working with a horn that starts about there, well, it has to be about there, you take it down to about that size.
Right, because that's massive and that's tiny, isn't it? Now,
That's
did
a small one.
Did you have a wee wooden one on your rack? Can you show us how you actually, what tools you use on your vice over there?
Yep.
Have you got one there?
Now that's elm burr.
Elm burr. Right,
Very, very hard.
very old. How many years do you think?
Not so much age, but hard.
Hard, all right, the hardness of it.
Aye.
So I suppose you'll need to use a really hard wood. if you're using bone and horn and stuff.
Aye, well, but you can do it with softer woods, but they're not so effective.
No.
And this, when it's polished, looks fantastic.
Does it?
Yes, because you've got all these marks in it.
Aye. They'll all just kind of shine
And
through.
they shine through, and it's just varnished, a clear varnish it goes on.
Right. So, going to show us what you actually do when you have it in there.
Well,
And how long would it take you to go from that horn to something like that?
well, if you've got a straight horn, and you were working at it all day, you could get most of it done in a day.
In a day? Oh, that's not bad then.
But then I work full time,
Aye.
so
That's your hobby.
aye, yes. So you just file it to get it round
Right.
with varying degrees. There's a bit more to come off here.
Would you like to make one of these one day, William? I'd love to give it a go.
That could be your hobby.
That could be my hobby too, aye.
You just file away at it till you make sure there's no bumps.
Aye.
There's a bit in there.
And then you just kind of go, feel it as you go, see what bit needs to go next.
Yes. If you use your hands, you can feel where the bumps and the lumps are.
Aye.
And then you can attack it from there.
Well, that's fantastic.
This will need a bit more off. Well, there's a bit to come off.
It looks a
there.
bit thicker there, eh?
That's thicker there, because I haven't got round to filing it yet. I keep getting interrupted.
Oh, folk like me coming round. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. Thanks for telling us a bit about it.
Hopefully, it'll be. It might be finished for next month's time.
Oh, so we'll maybe see this one finished in a month's time.
You might.
We might get a wee video of it then.
Aye.
Right, well, thank you very much. We'll just have a look at the rest of your sticks before we say cheerio. What do you think of these ones, guys? I love the wee birdie ones. I mean, look, we've got a
Yeah.
wee goose at the back. We've got some ducks here.
Is that like a?
Oh, I don't know. Is that an otter? I think that's an otter, that one.
No.
No, what's
Weasel.
that? A weasel.
Or a stoat.
Is that a weasel? Well done, you spotting
It's
that.
either a stoat or a weasel.
A stoat or a weasel, that's a cracker, that, Ian.
I got it was on the tip of my tongue.
And these are just two kinds of pheasant.
Ah, pheasants.
Yeah,
Pheasant.
they're
Ah,
pheasants.
see, I recognise the neck now. That's not a duck. What am I talking about? And
This is a female one, and that's a male one.
oh, is that a buff? So I called that a goose.
A goose or a duck.
A goose or a duck, aye. And this one here, is that
A
an
golden
eagle?
eagle.
A golden eagle.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
Because
Now
they're one of the only species native to Scotland, right?
aye. And that one must have taken a lot of work to get that wee bit on the end and all the rest of it, eh? What do you think?
It depends on the stick, and you make what you can of it.
Ah, so it's no you set out with an idea, you kind of
No.
work it to what the
Yeah.
shape is.
You get a stick, and you then decide which way you're going with it. Because to do something like that, you don't need much of a stick.
No,
Just need a wee curve,
a wee curve on the end there.
and then you can put and quite often you can glue a beak on,
Ah, got you.
bore a hole in it and glue it.
Right, well we say cheerio now, Burns.
Cheerio!
Cheerio!